In news now from the neighborhood, the interim government of Bangladesh, led by Professor Muhammad Yunus, has lifted the ban on the country's main Islamic party, the Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami, and its student wing, Islami Chhatra Shibir. The announcement came in a notification from the Interior Ministry of the government, which was preceded by a press conference by the Emir of the Jamaat-e-Islami, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman, who praised the freedom fighters who freed Bangladesh from the rule by Pakistan in 1971. Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's Awam League government had actually imposed a ban on them on the 1st of August under the country's anti-terrorism law, alleging that they stoked deadly violence during the student-led protests, which eventually resulted in the fall of the Hasina regime.
The interim government of Bangladesh, led by Muhammad Yunus, has lifted the ban on Jamaat-e-Islami. The Ministry of Home Affairs repealed the ban, paving the way for the party to resume its activities, though it still needs to register with the Election Commission to contest in polls.
আইন অনুযায়ী 19 নম্বর ধারার রিকোয়ারমেন্ট মোতাবেক এই রিভিউ প্যানেল গঠন করা হয়। এই রিভিউ প্যানেলে বিষয়টি পুঙ্খানুপুঙ্খভাবে আলোচনা হয় এবং তারাও অতীতের এই অভিযোগের সমর্থনে কোনো তথ্য প্রমাণ খুঁজে পাননি। এরই প্রেক্ষিতে এই বিষয়টি মাননীয় স্বরাষ্ট্র উপদেষ্টার কাছে উপস্থাপন করা হয়। ওনার সই স্বাক্ষরের পরে মাননীয় প্রধান উপদেষ্টা, তার সই স্বাক্ষরের পরে মাননীয় আইন উপদেষ্টার সকল প্রক্রিয়া সম্পন্ন হয়ে এই বিষয়টি সিদ্ধান্ত গৃহীত হয় যে অতীতে যে প্রজ্ঞাপনটি জারি করা হয়েছিল এই প্রজ্ঞাপনটিকে বাতিল ঘোষণা করা হয়।
Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had banned the party on August 1st, just 4 days before she was removed from power after weeks of student-led protests and fleeing to India by helicopter. But why was his party banned by the former Prime Minister? Jamaat-e-Islami has a controversial history dating back to Bangladesh's liberation war in 1971. The organization's member formed auxiliary forces like Razakars, Al-Badr, Al-Shams, and the Peace Committee, which were implicated in atrocities against Bengali freedom fighters and members of the Hindu community. Jamaat-e-Islami's influence is not confined to Bangladesh. In Pakistan, it remains a major political force despite its involvement in militant activities. The order to lift the ban on Jamaat-e-Islami comes a day after the Bangladesh government released another radical leader, Jashimuddin Rahmani, chief of the Islamist outfit Ansarullah Bangla Team, or ABT. Rahmani is convicted for abetting the murder of blogger, activist, and a vocal supporter of the terror outfit Al-Qaeda and its offshoot Al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent. Suspected members of this outfit have been arrested by Indian security agencies in the northeast region. Unrest in Bangladesh continues even 3 weeks after Sheikh Hasina left from power. These developments are a major security concern for India, which is already trying to grow its ties with the new regime in the neighborhood. With Mohammed Ghazali, Samia Afsar for NDTV World.
Well, for further clarity on what's happening in the neighborhood, we have with us Ayanjit Sen, who's an expert on Bangladesh affairs. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, the lifting of the ban essentially means the organization can now participate in the political process of Bangladesh and also participate in the political dialogue for holding the next general election in the country, right?
Yes, the lifting of the ban marks a pivotal moment in Bangladesh's political environment, in a way potentially reshaping the alliances and the voter dynamics ahead of future elections whenever it takes place, because the current interim government tenure is not sure, and it may go up to a few years or a year. It all depends on Muhammad Yunus, who's heading it. So as and when this happens, when they go for the elections, at that point of time, I think Jamaat-e-Islami would definitely play a pivotal role out there. And this, in a way, they can now initiate themselves to engage in a political dialogue. And also because the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or the BNP, earlier was there with them, and till now they still have a friendly relation between the two. So from that perspective, they are coming back to politics. But the most important part here is that the head of Jamaat-e-Islami, Professor Dr. Shafiqur Rahman, he said that Jamaat supports close ties between India and Bangladesh, which is a complete volte-face compared to what they used to always say earlier. And at the same time, it also has advocated for balanced relations with the other global players like US and China, also with Pakistan. But it's mainly from that perspective that, also from a religious side as well. They've said that Bangladesh is made up of Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, and Christians, and in a way, he's kind of
Secular
playing a very
outreach.
safe game, saying that we all constitute Bangladesh. From that perspective, he has told the press as well. And this, in a way, clearly indicates that as and when elections take place in Bangladesh, they are going to be a major force, undoubtedly.
And undoubtedly, the decision actually represents a significant change from the decision that was taken by the erstwhile Awami League government earlier this month, just days before its ouster. But thank you so much, Mr. Sen, for joining us with those quick comments.